Every time an AI agent calls a tool, it rereads the entire tool schema. For a typical MCP server with a dozen tools, that's hundreds of tokens wasted on the same definitions, turn after turn. MCP2cli solves this by turning any MCP server, OpenAPI spec, or GraphQL endpoint into a CLI at runtime. No code generation. The agent calls a shell command instead of reparsing a schema. The project claims 96 to 99% fewer tokens wasted on tool definitions every turn. Run it instantly with UVX, no install needed. Point it at any MCP HTTP endpoint, any OpenAPI JSON or YAML file local or remote, any GraphQL API. It introspects live, builds CLI commands, and exposes them immediately. Bake mode lets you save a connection as a named tool and call it with an @ shorthand. There's also a Claude Code skill you can install in one line. 1,500 stars, MIT license. Link in description. To understand why mcp2cli exists, you need to understand how tool calling actually works under the hood. When an AI agent is given access to a set of tools, whether from an MCP server, an API, or a function library, those tools are described by schemas. A schema tells the model what the tool does, what parameters it accepts, their types, which are required, what the descriptions mean. This schema travels in the context window every single turn. If you have a 20-tool MCP server, and each tool schema is 200 tokens, that's 4,000 tokens of schema overhead on every call. In a 50-turn agentic session, that's 200,000 tokens spent redescribing the same tools over and over. The model already read the schemas on turn 1. It doesn't need them again on turn 47. The conventional fix has been to reduce schema verbosity or batch tool calls. MCP2cli takes a different approach entirely. Replace tool calling with CLI commands. A shell command like mcp2cli search, query AI, communicates the same intent in 8 tokens instead of 200. The agent learns the command syntax once, uses it repeatedly, and the per-turn overhead drops to nearly 0. The TOON output format, token-optimized output notation, further compresses the response, saving an additional 40 to 60% compared to standard JSON. For long agentic workflows, this adds up fast. MCP2cli supports 3 source types, and the usage pattern is almost identical across all 3. For MCP servers over HTTP or SSE, you pass the MCP flag and the endpoint URL. MCP2cli connects, introspects the available tools, and builds a CLI from them. Each tool becomes a subcommand. Tool parameters become CLI flags. Run with, list to see everything available. For MCP servers in stdio mode, where the server communicates over standard input and output rather than HTTP, you pass mcp_cdio followed by the launch command for the server process. MCP2cli spawns the process, communicates over stdio, and exposes the same CLI interface. For OpenAPI, pass spec with a URL to a remote spec or a local file path. MCP2cli parses the JSON or YAML, discovers every endpoint, and maps them to commands. Use base URL to set the server URL if it's not in the spec. Tool filtering is built in. Include or exclude tools by glob pattern using include or exclude flags. If you have a 50-operation OpenAPI spec but only care about the read operations, filter to just those. For GraphQL, pass GraphQL with the endpoint URL. MCP2cli runs introspection, discovers the schema, and auto-generates selection sets for queries. You don't have to write GraphQL query syntax. Pass arguments like limit or intent filter directly as flags. Once you've found a connection you use frequently, bake mode saves it as a named configuration. Run mcp2cli bake create with a name and the source flags, and that connection is stored. From then on, you reference it with an @ and the name ipet store, a myapi, a GitHub. No need to pass the spec URL or MCP endpoint every time. It's essentially an alias system for your tool configurations, and it makes the commands significantly shorter, which means even fewer tokens per turn. The TOON output format is worth understanding. Standard JSON responses are human-readable but verbose. Lots of braces, quotes, repeated key names. TOON strips that structure down to the minimum representation that still carries the data. For an agent that's parsing structured output, TOON is unambiguous but compact. The 40 to 60% token savings on output compounds with the schema savings on input. The JQ flag is also available for cases where you need to filter or reshape JSON output before it reaches the model. Authentication is handled via environment variables or secret files, API keys, bearer tokens, and custom headers. OAuth 2.0 is supported with both the authorization code plus PKCE flow for user-facing apps and client credentials for machine-to-machine. Caching is configurable with the TTL setting, useful for expensive API calls or slow GraphQL introspection runs. The project ships with 96 test cases covering all 4 source types, plus caching and token efficiency. MCP2cli ships as an installable skill for Claude Code, Cursor, and other coding agents that support the skills system. One command: npx skills add no such agency, mcp2cli, skill mcp2cli. After that, Claude Code can call mcp2cli directly as part of its tool use. The integration pattern this enables is clean. Instead of configuring MCP servers directly in the agent's tool registry, where schemas get sent every turn, you configure mcp2cli once, bake the connections you need, and let the agent call shell commands. The agent sees a skill with one entry point. Run this command. The schema overhead drops to the size of that single command description. The broader design intent here is worth noting. MCP2CLI is positioned as a translation layer that makes APIs and MCP servers consumable by agents in a token-efficient way. You can think of it as a proxy between the agent and the services it talks to, one that strips the expensive schema negotiation out of the hot path and replaces it with something much leaner. The project acknowledges it was built on concepts from CLI Hub by Kagan Yilmaz, which first demonstrated this pattern. What MCP2cli adds is native MCP protocol support, GraphQL introspection, OAuth, and the full bake plus TOON pipeline. The 96 test cases signal serious production intent rather than a prototype. MCP2cli is a focused solution to a specific, measurable problem: the token cost of tool schema repetition in multi-turn agent workflows. The approach, CLI as the transport layer between agent and API, is elegant because it uses a format that language models are already extremely good at: shell commands. The model doesn't need to parse a JSON schema to know what search, query AI, limit 10 does. The syntax is self-describing at a fraction of the token cost. What's interesting about this project as an indicator is that it shows the community is actively optimizing agentic workflows at the infrastructure layer, not just at the model level. Faster models, smarter prompts, and better context management are all being pursued simultaneously. Token efficiency tools like MCP2cli are a real part of that stack. If you're running long agentic sessions that call APIs frequently, code generation pipelines, research agents, data processing workflows, the savings from removing per-turn schema overhead are real and compound across the session. The install is one command, the learning curve is minimal, and the Claude Code skill integration means you can wire it in without changing your agent's architecture. 1,500 stars in a narrow category is a strong signal. Link in the description.